Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. We're having a very short day today, Artosis.
Yeah, these games are just, we're flying through it. Thank you, David. The win just owned his opponent. And, of course, the Any Pro Series is a little bit closer. But, again, it's been a very, very fast day. And I think it's going to stay that warp speed because next we have Gerrard Prime, the old Warcraft 3 player, Zerg player, going up against Clide, an old Terran pro gamer from StarCraft 1 on the new team, TSL, the SCV Life, along with Tester and Cool. So
very small but very scary team here, very new as well. So we don't know exactly what the future of this team entails, but it's going to be interesting. This guy that we're going to watch here, this Terran player, definitely somebody to watch for. By the way, on a brief side note, I was talking to Spunky, and Spunky was just telling me how happy so many players are right now that Next Genius lost because a lot of people thought he was one of the better players in the tournament. So.
Oh, absolutely. He wins a lot online. I'm so surprised he got picked out like that. But here we go. It is Gerrard Prime, the famous Prime team. He's one of the 4 players that live in the Prime house, along with Maka, Dayfly, and Check. So, definitely one of the better Prime players. Known for his Banelings. This guy is a Baneling user. I cannot stress that enough. Really a very good ZVZ player, no doubt. Really knows how to push everything in ZVZ and, knows how to put you into very uncomfortable positions. His ZVT, though, I don't feel like it is as good as his ZVZ. I know it's not as good. That's definitely his best matchup is ZVZ.
Well, we talked to him a little bit. He's feeling pretty confident. Mm-hmm. He knows who he's up against, but he says, he was also training a lot with Maka for this. So he was just saying, look, I think I can do this. I'm pretty confident. My whole team's been helping me out, and the Prime team seems to be doing very well. Yeah. They are massive. There are like more guys in Prime than there are
people
in Girls' generation.
From the old Brood War USC server, CF, man. That team had more guys in that team. There's more players in CF than WoW has players now. Okay,
like WoW server.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense. But that's like the new Prime, man.
Clide. I really don't know how far this guy's going to get, but everybody is terrified of him.
Yeah, Clide, he was a pro gamer before, and obviously he's quite good to be on TSL, as I'm sure Cool and Tester have a lot of say in who gets in and only letting Chogos such as himself. I've only hit him a few times in the ladder, so I don't have really strong opinions about him either way. But, I feel like just the current state of the game, and I know Gerrard Prime's strengths and weaknesses quite well. I kind of feel like Clide is going to be able to beat Gerrard in this match.
Yeah, I think Clide is definitely the favorite, but these Prime guys never fail to impress us down here.
Yeah, definitely a great team, but both his teammates have advanced so far. Have Clyde's, Tester's through, Cool's through. Yeah. And if he doesn't get through, man, they're not going to be a Triforce. They're going to be a Die-Force.
And a Die-Force is not as good. It's just a straight line.
That was like a double-level joke, too, by the way, because he dies because he leaves the tournament.
I know, I got it. It's good. It's good. Sometimes your jokes are just so smart that I just have to kind of nod. I'm like, yes.
You scratch your chin, you're like, wow, you are so intelligent.
You are so wise. Gerrard, though, already in our game. Clide still getting stuff set up. Intel, the sponsors of the GSL, along with TG Sambo. Blizzard, of course, making an amazing game. I love StarCraft 2. It is awesome.
StarCraft 2 is a great game.
It's a great game.
And I love to run it on my Intel processor.
They do.
On my TG Sambo
computer, yes. We're going to get the map lineup here next, and let's see how this is going to impact everything. We do have 2 one-on-one maps. Selnaga Caverns and Desert Oasis one-on-one. Now, that Delta Quadrant, though, that's a 4-player map.
Yeah. Well, these are interesting maps that people took out. Gerrard Prime took out Kulos and Steppes. That's not interesting. That's standard. Clide took out Blistering Sands and Kulos Ravine. Removing Kulos Ravine as Clide, I don't care if you don't even like the map. Gerrard's going to remove it. Don't worry.
That's kind of weird that he did that.
Here's why. Cool didn't remove it. Cool likes that map for some reason because he's crazy, I guess. But
maybe they got some kind of crazy one-day style on it.
But what's the odds Gerrard Prime knows that? It's very interesting he removes that map.
Well, there's a lot of strategy involved with which maps you decide to keep and
remove.
Because you got to say, well, what is my opponent going to remove? Because let's say that you're okay on Desert Oasis. You prefer not to play it, but you know your opponent hates it.
Yeah.
Odds are, because they don't know. We don't tell the other players which maps are being eliminated, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of mind game stuff going on with that, too.
Yeah, I'm just, you kind of can assume Zerg will remove Kulas Ravine. I think I'm cool, and myself being stupid, we're the only Zergs that haven't removed Kulas Ravine so far.
Well, you wanted to, right when you got off the phone with Gom, you're like, I forgot about Kulas, like he's going to get it. So that can happen.
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
We have confirmation that we are ready to do this. So in just a moment here, we're going to get this started. And I can't wait. Oh, boy. It's going to be a very exciting game. Clide, easily one of the best Terrans in the tournament, along with somebody like
Gerrard. Actually, one of the best Zergs. He has a lot of good tournament results. A lot of that, though, is based off his Zerg versus Zerg.
Yeah.
We're going to have to see if his Zerg versus Terran has grown. I know that he was getting knocked out by Terrans all the time during the beta. So hopefully he's gotten better at that matchup, but it has gotten a little bit harder. So time will tell. Can he take out Clide?
Our countdown has begun. Let's do this.
All right. Delta Quadrant, bottom left. Who is it?
That's right.
All right.
Over here. Top left. Who could it be? None other than... Clide. Now, I want to point out, Clide actually said that Gerrard Prime, or how do you say it?
Gerrard Prime.
Gerrard Prime? Gerrard Prime.
You just want to do your French accent.
I just want to do the French accent for some reason again in here. Gerrard Prime is actually Clyde's rival, according to Clide.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, and they're fighting each other.
Yeah, that's what he said.
They ask you that before your match, so he probably just thinks, well, that's my rival, that's who I'm fighting. Is this like a trick question?
Confused him?
Yeah, I don't think that these two actually have anything going on.
Well, we'll see. Barracks first, with gas first. We could see a Reaper rush.
Definitely. I would not be at all surprised if we see a Reaper opening here by our Clide. And the thing is, Reaper openings are very, very good against Baneling openings, and I swear, I'm not making this up, he's really known for Banelings. The guy, imagine Damaga when he's angry, but always.
It's like Damaga
this guy just loves Banelings, man. He's so good with them, especially in ZVZ, so.
Here we go. Spawning pool on the way.
Throwing up the production tab. We see that the tech lab has started. And a pretty standard opening by Gerrard. You definitely have to open up with speed against Terran, or Reapers will just eat you.
Well, Reapers are such powerful units. Reapers are so deadly, especially if they get the Nitro pack upgrade.
That's right. Nitro packs, extremely good. Makes them so fast.
Now here are the Reapers on the way here momentarily. The spawning pool finishes. He's going to get his queen. Now, when the queen gets out, it's hard to do any additional damage to the drones usually, unless you can get the queen out of position.
Yeah, you can kite the queen even on creep, but by the time you have enough Reapers to truly kite the queen, Zerg should have Zergling speed, and that will not work out so well, because you have to stay off the creep as much as possible until you have that critical mass. But look at this. We're actually going to see a Roach Warren. And this is pretty interesting. I think that what we're going to see here from Gerrard is probably an all-in attack.
Yeah, you can all-in counter-attack some of your Reapers first. I've had some success with it as well.
Absolutely. That is actually a good move to mix into your game sometimes. Just making 5 Roaches and be like, ha, and just run to their base. Just right-click there. Don't even attack move, just right-click. And get up there and hopefully kill them before they can get Marauders and Bunkers out.
The funny thing is that Reapers, while they can kill Lings and drones very easily, they're not good against Roaches. I mean, they can outrange Roaches, but it takes forever to kill them.
Yeah. So you have plenty of time to get in, break through depots, kill SCVs, and gain an advantage.
Now he's making a bunker over here. This is smart because he can salvage the bunker later. This way the Zerg can't expand. But we do have Roaches coming up here. I don't know if the Terran's entirely prepared.
I don't think that he should have shown that Roach, to be honest.
Yeah, that's bad.
Why would you show this Roach right now? Now he knows he can make a bunker and, play against that appropriately. as opposed to just trying to catch him off guard, which I think would have been the best move. And here we go. He's going to move out now with these roaches.
I've actually done this exact same build as Terran and lost to this exact same counterattack with the roaches.
Yeah, this can
it's
be
very
quite
scary.
dangerous.
So he's gonna go around, and he's going for it. Terran's gonna go in here and try to get some kills off.
They're gonna just target drones now, try to hurt his economy. Good runaway there by Gerrard Prime. The roaches, though, they are closing.
There's a bunker with only one Marauder. They could chew through this tech lab.
He's got to bring down more SCVs. I can't believe he doesn't have more SCVs down there already. It's actually insane. Why do you not have more SCVs down there? All you have to do is stop this attack.
Oh my God.
Here we go, targeting some SCVs.
And is this one Marauder actually going to hold up all these units here? The SCVs repairing. Wow! He actually does manage to drive him back there. I can't believe my eyes.
Yep. Roach is not doing a whole lot of damage here.
But he is sending more roaches up on the way.
And the Reaper's coming back home. Maybe to kite the roaches, try to pick off as many as possible.
Now, nice control here with the Reapers. Concussive grenade is being upgraded. Clide does have his double barracks. He's cranking out units here, getting a second bunker. He knows that Zerg hasn't expanded yet. Until I just said that.
Yeah, he's hearing you, man.
He's expanded yet.
Stream on in his little booth there. But no, you know, if we look at Gerrard's base right now, as you see, he is not getting Zergling speed. And if you open Roach against a Reaper user, who then transitions into Marauders, you 100% have to get Zergling speed, or you will just get killed by the Marauders. The Marauders just be like, LOL, and just march all over your Roaches.
They'll get completely raffle stomped.
Yeah, man.
More Reaper harassment going on over here. As Clide is showing us that he can keep Reapers alive forever on this map. There's so many locations the Reapers can jump to.
That is right. Overlord's spotting him there. And still, I do not see any speed being upgraded. You know, it's a little bit scary, because if he just makes a bunch of Marauders and goes, what are you going to do?
Yeah. As you can see, the hatchery almost done. There's a layer on the way.
You know, this
transfer.
The risky play may actually end up working for him, as we see a command center being built right now. So obviously Clide wants to go ahead and expand. But yeah, look at that. He's got a decent number of Marauders. He may actually be able to just go attack right now and do a really great job with it. And look at that. Yeah, his Reapers are so good, man. He does not get hit with those.
Stim has only just now started, so he might be waiting for Stim to finish.
Hey, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
Reapers should have Stim.
Oh my God. Wouldn't that be the fairest thing in the world? A faster Reaper? Oh man, he overextended himself. Reapers now chased out. Terran playing passively. This might actually be one of the games you get to cast that goes over 10 minutes today.
He's actually making a lot more Reapers, as we saw there.
Yeah.
That's actually very weird. In fact, he's got 3 queued up in each barracks. I'm really interested to see. I guess this guy really loves Reapers. He's like, LOL, this unit's so good, and he just keeps making them, man.
This unit is lol-ridiculous. Like,
oh. But Roach speed being made, and a Baneling Den. Of course, it is Gerrard Prime.
Roaches gathered up all over here, and a few Banelings. Now, Roach Baneling can be pretty scary if the Terran unit composition is not perfect.
That's right. You know, you need a lot of Marauders. You need them kind of spread out against this. Because if they're clumped up, suddenly Banelings are owned.
Now, he's just getting a ton of Reapers. He's getting some more Marines here with this, too.
And I kind of like that. Even speeded Roaches don't deal with these as well as you would think they would. So he might be able to get a lot of damage in. In fact, he might be going after some buildings and queens and stuff with this many Reapers. We're going to have to see. So he's going to jump in. Roach is way out of position right now. He could get a ton of damage done.
Oh, he goes right down here. Taking out a few drones here and there.
Nice move by Gerrard, though, coming up from behind. Huge by Gerrard right there. Moving in with the Roaches, taking out a lot of Reapers. Not nearly as much damage as I think Clide was planning on giving.
This expansion now up over here for Clide. Pretty fresh, hasn't really been used that much. Meanwhile, more barracks on the way. Factory almost done. Building. He does see that there are a lot of Roaches, so he's making Marauders. The Banelings have been spotted, though.
And I like it. You know, Roach Baneling play, I've liked it for a long time. It's really fun. You can do some really neat stuff with it. And not many people are doing it nowadays, so might catch Clide off guard just a little bit.
He's moving back around with these Reapers over here, and he may have, in fact, gotten his opponent out of position again. He can drop down, takes out the drones with speed banelings.
Oh,
nice.
Very nice. Only one Reaper left, and I don't know if he actually did enough damage with those Reapers to justify them.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
He killed a decent amount, made him use some banelings, chase him around, killed some Zerglings here and there, but still, it was very good by Gerrard to hold it off like that.
Well, banelings with those speed can make quick work of a unit like a Reaper or a Marine.
Banelings are awesome.
They are so good. Now the expansion location is open at the gold, so we could expect to see a drone sent there pretty soon.
Yeah, Phantom Hatchery.
More
looks like bio tank.
You got to get some siege tanks and push slowly if you're going to be against banelings.
Yeah,
the splash damage annihilates the banelings pretty easily.
Yeah, and with the roaches there as well, the siege tanks just do a massive, massive amount of damage to roaches. And I'm interested that the third hatchery is going there. Okay, we have a drop coming in to the natural base. A lot of Zerglings coming up. Not going to be able to do a whole lot.
Luckily, they were all saved. Smart move by the Zerg to not expand over here.
Killing some Overlords with that drop, though, it looks like. Maybe. No. Just scaring them off.
And looks like he's going to go over here to the high ground location.
As we saw from TLO, Roach Baneling has no air attackers, so a dropship grass very effective against it. Kiting just picking off what he can, showing off some really good micro.
Now, when we saw TLO do this, he did a lot of drops where he dropped a Marauder onto a bunch of banelings and forced them to absorb the utility of the banelings. There we could see. These guys are pretty far in outer space. I don't know what planet that is back there.
That's Mars.
I would hope one of these rocks would not just come down in here and crash and mess up this game.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Well, we see the Queens now trying to stop those dropships, and I really like...
He's got a pretty serious army. I don't know if Zerg has been missing larva injections, which is really easy to do. When you're getting harassed like this, the Terran army might outdo him.
But luckily, Gerrard knows that's a fault of his. Has thrown up another hatchery to his main base to make up for his mistakes in macro. And I like that by a Zerg player. You know your limitations. You're like, this is important. I need to do well. I'll spend that extra 300 minerals on an extra hatchery in my main, use up extra injections, and have as many units as I was supposed to, minus 300 minerals.
Muta's out now, so Terran's going to have enough Marines with this. Still looks like he does indeed have enough. And he's slowly, actually not even slowly, he's quickly moving towards here. More banelings are on the way. The unit count in station right now says there's about 9 total.
I really like this play here by Gerrard. He's doing a great job. Good unit comp. Here we go. Running in. Here come the Banes. And he does not wait for his new Banelings. Unfortunately, the Siege Tank's taking a lot out. He's got to be careful with those Mutas.
The Banelings doing too much damage. It looks like Clide barely actually driving it back. The more Banelings have to be on the way here. They're going to start any second.
You got to be careful with your Baneling armies. They have to hit the Marines so your Mutas can clean up. And if they don't, you just get completely owned. Marines do so much DPS to the Mutas. It's quite a shame.
Marines are actually much scarier in this game than in StarCraft 1.
Yeah.
They attack so quickly. And we see now he's got some gas. Terran knows this, though, because, of course, Terran is scanning right here. So
not enough Banelings being made, though.
No, not at all.
Got to be very careful about that. Banelings are so key. You have to. It's pretty hard to actually engage the biotank army setup of Terran with Mutaling Bane. You have to attack, move the Mutas and the Lings, and you have to move command the Banes. Now, if he runs all the Marines too far back, you have to pull your Banes back and take care of the Siege Tanks and Marauders with your Mutaling. But if he doesn't, you have to run in the Banes to the Marines. It becomes quite a deadly dance.
You oftentimes, if you're Terran, have to hotkey your Marines to a different hotkey.
Yeah.
So that when you see the Banelings coming, you can actually split them. Now, we see some more Banelings over here. This is still probably not enough.
Yeah, very few Banes being made here by Gerrard.
Muta's just trying to keep the Terran at home, forcing the Terran to throw up some more turrets.
Here we go. I like this.
Siege tanks are in siege mode here. And it does look like... He is going to hold this off. Nice.
Just not enough Banelings, though.
Nice. Enough Marines there to hold that off. 11 Marines can drive them out.
You know, that was very nice by Gerrard to take out the siege tanks. A beautiful move. You've got to keep those siege tank numbers down or your banelings get completely splattered. But again, not enough banelings. And, a planetary fortress in his front. That is so safe.
I was about to say, he's clearly not super confident because getting the mules gets you that much more ahead.
He wants to be so safe and play a nice slow game. You know, you're so close to each other on this map when you're both at your natural.
Looks like he's been missing some drones here at this base. He's not mining from the gold. He does have double gas, which is, that's just great, but I don't know if that's enough. Zerg right now, really lacking on the army side of things. Terran is replenishing this pretty fast. We do have Baneling over here and Muta Harassment.
And, if we look at that unit counting station right there, only 41 drones between 3 bases. His drones are not really spread out amongst his minerals quite a bit. He definitely has not made enough drones this game. It's a problem we've been seeing a lot with Zergs lately. Not quite managing their economy right. Look at that. That's horribly poor saturation. He's really got to take the time and make some additional drones. Too many in his main.
Yeah. He definitely needs to swap in the main.
It's very important to have a full economy as Zerg in this game. It's not like StarCraft 1 where you don't have enough larvae.
2 Thors out now.
And the Thors mixed in with Marines. Very scary for Mutalisks.
Yeah, he's going to have to cut back on Mutalisks.
Gerrard, he was looking so good early, but this unit composition we're seeing and the lack of the correct drones on all the bases for Gerrard is making me start to think, Clide is looking like he is coming right back into this game, and I feel like he might be able to take it down.
You can see a lot of these medevacs are out of energy here. Clide will eventually expand over here. And, I don't feel like the Zerg has managed this economy that well.
Yeah, Terran right now, as we see, getting double upgrades. Very, very nice. Still macroing quite well. And if we look at the resource tab here, his supply is skyrocketing as opposed to Gerrard's. He's up to 168 against 120-ish. And, Gerrard's got a lot of gas, though. At least he can make a lot of mutas and banes.
Well, for the time being, actually, hold that thought. Zerg doesn't really have, it doesn't seem like he has anything he's developing into a plan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's slowly taking this base. I feel like he should take this a little bit quicker. Terran knows that once he gets close to being maxed, he's just going to push out. He actually could push out now. Yeah, he is. He's at 180 supply.
Just got to be careful, though. Here we go. Queen going down so fast right there. A lot of Banes. Decent amount of mutas. Small amount of Lings. I like that. Make a lot more Banes, which is so important.
Well, there's so many Marines in this army. The unit counting station, it looks like he's got, about 34 Marines.
Wow.
Banelings are done. Siege tanks in siege mode to take out those Banelings with the splash damage. Terran sends a small force over here. He wants to get this hatchery over here. Mutas are going to come over here trying to save it, but Marauder's kill buildings too fast, I think. I don't think he's going to be able to save it in time.
Yeah, definitely not, but hopefully be able to kill a few units here.
Here we go. Banelings are on the move! And actually they took out the tanks, but the Marines stayed alive, and I think that might be all that it takes to take them out. No, more roaches and Banelings are out here. Muta's attempt to come over here from the side and take out these siege tanks. Now he's moving down here, he's moving southward.
It looks like he's going to micro back these Marines very well. Siege tanks targeting on the Banes, and so many units left over for Clide. Looks like Gerrard, he has nowhere to run, Tasteless.
I think that might be GG. Too well played. There it is. Good game by Clide. Wow. Wow.
Clyde, it looked, he had really great micro that game, and then it looked for a while like Gerrard was dealing with everything so well that
round of applause for himself there.
Yeah.
I win.
Gerrard being taken out at the end of the day, Tasteless.
Thank God we got a long game today.
Yep, that's about it for long games. So
yeah.
The next map is going to be Zelnaga Caverns.
One-on-one map. Now, we did see that he liked the Reaper bunker play.
Yeah, and if we see that on this map, there's not going to be a whole lot that Gerrard can do to stop it. Your National's so far away from your ramp That makes Hellion play very good. That makes Reaper play very good. And I feel like Clide, with that micro that we saw, he could just do some of this 5-Rax Reaper and expand stuff, and Gerrard's going to have a very hard time taking his expansion.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. In fact, this is one of my favorite maps to play Terran versus Zergon because it's just easier than the other maps. And we haven't seen the double bunker strategy at the low ground, but I'm wondering if we're going to see it this time. It's kind of going out of style, but we'll see. This is Clide, one of the best Terrans you can possibly watch to learn this game. So if you guys are all trying to learn TVZ at home, this is one of the best people out there to do it with.
6-6 micro, great macro. He was on the ball the entire game. Good unit compositions. I have no complaints. Let's go.
Let's go.